Good morning, everybody, and thank you for coming to the Today's Restaurant News Networking Group. Today is January 17th. My name is Howard Appell. I'm the founder and publisher of Today's Restaurant News, and this group was established uh, as a way for our members to help each other grow our businesses and to help any restaurant owner, manager, or chef who has an issue or a problem that they can't seem to solve. We're here to help. All they have to do is give us a call at 561 620 8888 or go to our website at trnusa.com and you can check out our YouTube channel, which has over 400 videos on it. And you can do that through our website as well at trnusa.com. Good morning, everybody. And
Morning.
want to introduce a new face on the board. Jeremy, I want to ask you just to tell us who you are, what you do, how we can reach you.
Sure. My name is Jeremy Carson, guys. I'm based out of Jacksonville, Florida. Excuse me. I cover all the way to the Panhandle, South Georgia. I've been tasked with growing our business here for Worksite PEO. I help restaurant owners create margin through the FICA tip tax credit at no charge to them. We use that as an invoice credit, and it makes our services free and potentially covering more than just the admin. We help with workers' comp claims and employment claims, HR, all the fun stuff that restaurant owners really don't want to deal with. They just want to make food and make their customers happy, right? So we take care of all the back office. My phone number to directly reach me is 904 295 5110. And I'll put it in the chat as well. But thank you for inviting me. I know I met Chris before on another video call, a couple of them. And I was introduced to Howard by Brian Jocelyn through the FRLA Pizza Summit show. That's how we met.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you for coming and welcome.
Thank you.
And I want to introduce George Dubec, who is here to give us some information. Go ahead, George.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, my name is George Dubec, and I'm involved with something that is pretty much unknown throughout the national landscape here. There is a big Visa Mastercard settlement claim of $5.6 billion. Has anybody heard about it?
Through you, we did. Thank you.
Okay. Anyway, what this is all about is this has been in the courts for many years, but this is the largest settlement ever, $5.6 billion. Visa MasterCard was caught overcharging business owners from 2004 to 2019. That's 15 years. So that being said, in order to get a refund on money that the business owner, it's his money, he was overcharged. In order to get that money, though, you have to file a claim. And out of 18 million business owners that are eligible to get a claim, right now, today, only 5% have filed a claim. The problem is the attorneys didn't have a good method of marketing this to all the 18 million business owners out there. So they brought in some companies, some marketing promotion companies, marketing financial companies to help them promote it. There's about 50 organizations out there now beating the bushes, trying to notify business owners. And I'm involved with a company called LendCred. So what I do is that's what our whole thrust is to notify business owners who process credit cards during that time period. Now that's 15 years, which is amazing to me. 15 years of overcharging. So anyway, I notify business owners and I help them file a claim. And the claim is real simple, actually. It's a one-pager. It takes 5 minutes. All you do is put the contact information, business name, federal tax ID number, and that's it. And they calculate the refund based on your federal tax ID number. Now, the thing is that the beauty is the people that can benefit the most are people that have long-term credit card processing over time, like restaurant owners, car dealers, repair shops, health spas, doctors, dentists, chiropractors, uh, you name it. But pretty much everybody in business today that has a storefront takes credit cards. So that's what the story is all about. So if any of you out there are a business owner that takes credit cards, we can help you file a claim real quick. Now, here's the other problem. The deadline to file a claim is February 4th, which is only about 2.5 weeks away. So if a business owner does not file a claim, they will not get the refund. So that's pretty much it. That's a thumbnail sketch of what I'm involved with at the moment.
What about businesses that went out of business during that time? Are the member owners still able to claim it?
Yes. Anybody that processed credit cards, whether you're still in business or not, can claim a refund. And the only exclusion is the state of Hawaii for some reason. I don't know why. But if a business is in Hawaii, they're not part of the claim. But yeah, anybody that is still not operating or whatever. And again, you could have multiple EIN numbers. Some people have maybe 3 restaurants and each one has its own EIN number. Maybe they have it under a different business name or corporation or whatever. But that's pretty much it. So
where can we read more on this? Is this somewhere online? Is there
I'm,
documentation? That's one question.
I'm gonna send you.
Another follow-up is how much do they determine how much is owed to a business?
okay, I'm going to put my contact information in here right
George,
now.
I'm gonna send everybody the link. And
Okay.
when I send out the spreadsheet, I'll send you a link to the application.
Haji, get a
I,
link.
I submitted a claim, and I was amazed. I didn't, you don't realize how much you do over 15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, what just to give you a rough idea, if somebody has an estimate of what they processed over that period of time, I'll use this as an example. I did a jewelry store chain. They did $6 million over that period, and they're going to get a $100,000 refund. So basically, you can roughly estimate based on your total amount of processing, it's 1.5%. And that's just a rough estimate because everybody was charged a different fee. Some people do 2%, some were charged 4%. So it's kind of, this is all rough numbers, rough averages, but that could be substantial amount of money. That's a 15-year period. So I would imagine a restaurant would have quite a bit of processing that they did over that period of time.
And when I send you the link, that link will be good for anybody. That link will be good for even some of your clients, people that you're doing work with. You may want to look like a hero to them and give them the link.
Yeah, right. Now, like if you're affiliated with any chambers of commerce, I've got quite a few chambers of commerce that are notifying their business owners because, I mean, this is basically a public service, to be honest with you. I mean, it's business owners, it's their money. It's not a stimulus check or IRS deal or anything like that. It's a legal settlement. Oh, by the way, and I just saw on Yahoo News the other day that Capital One is now going to court and
Yeah.
they're after them for a $2 billion settlement.
Good.
So
Wow.
yeah, so all of these companies are getting away with murder. And here's the awful part. Whatever money doesn't get distributed goes back to Visa, Mastercard.
Really?
So they're more than happy to gouge everybody, go to court for years, get a claim against them, and then it's very difficult for people to get the money back. So
So
only in
so let me,
America.
Yeah, please
Josh,
give us that link.
has anybody gotten refund? I mean, since you started
February
doing the
4th
work?
is the deadline. Nothing happens until February 4th.
Oh, okay.
Right now, it's all filing claims, and how they calculate it is based on your federal tax ID number. They have the records of Mastercard and Visa, and they go back and they know how much was processed, and then they calculate the refund. Now, one other caveat to this is if it's a small business or like a lot of people are sole proprietors and they take PayPal, Zelle, Stripe, Square, they can still file a claim, but those people have to go back and get their own records from PayPal, Stripe, or Zelle in order to get the records in for the attorney. So that's a little more complicated. But what Howard's going to send everybody is a simple link to file the claim. And if there is an issue with calculating your refund, they'll get back to all of us to notify you that something else is needed or whatever. But in general, if you use a mainstream processor, you don't have to do anything. Just file the claim.
Yeah, it was great. It took like 3 minutes. That's it.
Yeah. So this is a real benefit to take advantage of. And don't wait. February 4th is only a couple weeks away. So if anybody has clients or customers or yourself, do it now. Don't mess around.
Do
It
not.
sounds good.
You're going to share that link with us?
I-
I have a few restaurant clients. I'd love to send that too.
Howard will put the link in.
Awesome.
When I send out the attendees list this morning, I'll put the link in.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Make sure everybody gets it. Thank you, George.
Okay.
Well, for Jeremy's benefit and for everybody else who's watching, let's do a quick intro. Rick, you want to start us off?
Yes, good morning, everybody. I hope everybody is doing well this morning from a balmy 27-degree Huntsville, Alabama. If you guys were in the mid 50s this morning, I would love to be there because that's a lot warmer than where I'm at. I am a insurance broker with a company called Lifeline Insurance Consultants. We do pretty much everything: Medicare, group insurance, voluntary benefits, and how we would like to offer our services to any business owner who may have a business where you have 10 or more employees, where we can offer their group benefits. But what I want to focus on today real quick is what they call gap insurance or a hospital indemnity policy. Those are very important. If you have a ACA plan through your company or some sort of health insurance with a high deductible, gap insurance will help buy down that deductible, which leaves you with less money that you have to pay on the rest of your deductible. That insurance company covers a portion of that deductible for you, which is very important for business owners. Hospital indemnity plan is more going to be on the personal side. So if you have a Medicare Advantage plan, you're going to have a copay per day of like $250, $260 per night in the hospital, which could leave you with a bill of about $2,000 to $2,500. A hospital indemnity plan will pay that for you. Most of the plans we have are very, very inexpensive compared to what it would cost you in the hospital. We are based in Huntsville. I do have a license to do practice in the state of Florida, Tennessee, and Georgia. I have several of my clients on this call right now. So if you need our services, please check the email that Howard sends out later today. And I do appreciate your time.
Thank you. Haji, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Haji. Atlanta, I don't think it's any warmer than here. It's any warmer here than Alabama. I think we probably around 32 degrees. So, so it's really, really cold here in Atlanta too. But I own a restaurant here locally in Atlanta, but I'm also an AI, consultant to help businesses use AI to grow their business. And some of the things we do is that we help restaurants use AI to leverage reviews to automatically get reviews, and then the AI will respond and then repost the positive reviews online. Another thing that's been working really, really well, and I'm using on my restaurant, is that more than 50% of inbound sales calls go unanswered just because restaurateurs are busy wearing too many hats. So when a call comes in and it's missed, the AI agent responds to the call. In my situation, it's actually helping us to get more orders because when the phone rings 4 times and no one picks up, The AI agent picks up and answers the phone just like a human being, and then send the customer a link to place an order online. Basically, that's a revenue that would have been lost, and we're bringing that back into the business. So these are some of the services that I help local businesses, consult with to use AI to make money in the business. Howard's going to send the email, and my information is in there, but I can be reached directly at 404-998-4773. Thank you.
Hey, thank you. How'd you finally over my flu or COVID or whatever I had from my trip? So next week we'll get together and talk about that video you wanted to
That sounds good. I'm patiently waiting
do.
in anticipation.
Yes. Chris, good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Chris Kaufman, Restaurant Recruiters of America. Not only just Vidalia, Georgia, but of America. And we primarily recruit on behalf of the restaurant companies to find the talent that they're looking for. This week, good week. Had a guy go to work. Well, he's got a start date of February 1st in Sarasota, Florida, with a client company of ours. And then we have another candidate who was so sure he was going to get the job for this chef position in Atlanta. He went ahead and gave notice. And yesterday he got the offer. He got the job. So
Well, that's a good thing.
we don't encourage that kind of riverboat gambling. But,
it could be worse.
yeah, exactly. It could be a lot worse. And but fortunately, he did the right thing all the way around. And I didn't notice that until he told me yesterday. I said, "Well, here's the offer." He said, "Oh, this is great." I said, "Yeah, it is great." And I said, "Now, when it comes to a notice, I already gave notice." "What? You already gave notice?" Anyway, he'll start. His notice is over next Monday, and so he'll start a couple days after that. And but we provide the talent the companies are looking for. We've been doing it since Monday, April the 6th, 1981. And so we're coming up the 44-year anniversary this year. And also recently started a temporary placement firm because the demand for disaster relief temporary workers, we got a phone call from a company out of Ohio, and they said, "We need you to get us 6 people." I said, "Great." And they said, "But it's a temporary." I said, "Well, I don't really do temp work. I have with Chicken of the Sea at their manufacturing plant the next town over." I said, "But, tell me what you're looking for." "Well, we're a disaster relief company, da 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 da." So every morning at 6:30, I'm checking out my call and roll, and I got 9 people lined up every morning. And some people are just rock solid, and some people, nah, not so much. But we do have a callback list of people who we can call, and they know we're going to call, that we may call as late as 6:45, 6:50 in the morning, and need them to be at the work site by 7:10. So, but it's 7 days a week, 7 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. And it's pretty cool. I mean, people can make some good money. I mean, my guys that work 7 days a week, their take-home pay was about $1,300 last week. And in this town, that ain't bad. So we continue to press on and diversify and helping to provide the workers of America with a better life. Chris Kaufman, former union boss. Anyway, it's exciting. So Restaurant Recruiters of America, and we provide all-star talent. That's the name of the labor company. It's called All-Star Labor. And you can reach All-Star Labor or me at 404 All-Star, 404-255-7827. Just ask for Chris, and thanks for stopping by.
Hey, thank you. Let's go to Charles. Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Charles with On the Fly Food Safety. We teach Serve Safe Manager class, and we do food handlers. Our Serve Safe Manager class is a little bit different. We get you done in 4 hours versus the 8 in most classes and 12 if you're doing it online. Save you time and money by coming to you. We also have classes throughout Florida. You can reach me at 904-923-2577.
Somebody.
Hey, Larry, go on mute.
I think I need to switch to my phone because.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. I'm sitting in the hotel lobby having breakfast, so forgive me.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for the invitation.
Charles, thank you.
And it's too noisy, so I'm gonna switch over to. I'm gonna call back in on my phone where I have earbuds.
So while you do that,
All right. So
yes.
back to our regularly scheduled program. Oh, there you go. You can reach me at 904-923-2577. Just shoot me a text. That's probably the best way to get a hold of me. Or you can send me an email at info@ontheflyfoodsafety because we can come to you on the fly.
Howard, you can mute him. Just mute him. You're the host.
Jeez.
There you go.
All right. Better.
Mike,
All right.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Chap.
It's not as crazy as my class yesterday. We had in the middle of testing, we had a car flip over and hit a transformer and knock the power out.
Oh, Lord.
So, but I'm always prepared, so I turned on a mobile hotspot and we continued on.
holy cow, that's a major interruption.
Yeah, I told him, I said, "Don't you stop, but don't you touch that that keyboard because we gotta get the mobile hotspot up." But yeah, if you need any help with food safety, we're there for you. Big or small, we teach them all. And we can also do HACCP plans for you if you need those as well. Again, give me a call at 904-923-2577. I actually got a class at 10 o'clock, so I will probably be leaving a little sooner than later.
Charles,
Me
can you
too.
teach your classes on Zoom?
No, that's against ServSafe because I could teach the class, but I can't proctor the exam. So you'd
Yeah.
have to go to like Proctor U or get a local person to administer the exam. But I
Okay.
come to you if it's a big enough group. So
Charles, what state are you in again?
I'm in Florida,
You're in
Jacksonville.
Florida. Okay.
But you know, if you need me, you need me. I'll come up to Atlanta if you need me.
Oh wow.
I'm in Jacksonville too, Charles.
Charles is on the fly. You call him, he flies.
Pretty much. I was in Miami yesterday.
Oh, wow.
No kidding.
Did you fly or drive? 'Cause I like that.
I drove.
That's a long drive from there to Miami.
Yeah, well, I got lead foot, so
But Rick, this is safe serve, right?
serve safe, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think they can do that online too, though, depending
Yeah,
on what
but
person you're
it's
taking.
12 hours versus 4. You can do whatever you want with your time and money, but we only got a short life to live, and I'd rather do the 4.
So you get so you got the shortcut.
Well, it's not a shortcut. I teach you, but I teach you a better way and more principles than the monotonous click monkey thing that most people do.
Then the fluff.
The fluff, no
You
fluff.
think about the fluff? Okay.
You can if you want fluff, well, you can go somewhere else.
All right.
All right. Thank you. While Larry tries to get connected, Terry, why don't you go?
Yes, yes. After all of that, wow. Charles, you are tenacious. I'll give you that.
Yep.
Terry, today's restaurant news, what I do are provide monthly lead reports. I think pretty much everyone in the 11 o'clock group, which I think there's almost 20 people, most of them get this report. Some in this group get it. And what it is, it's a compiled list that the team does and gets to me on the 1st of the month. I put everything together and get it to you by the 9th in Florida.
Hold on.
I guarantee you 50 brand new, under construction, coming soon, signed, ground up builds, whatever it is. You get the name, you get the owner's name, you get the phone number, email address, complete with zip code. It's in an Excel spreadsheet, so you can format it any way you like. And we try to put them all together, like all the zip codes, close to where together, like all of Jacksonville, Boca, South Florida, whatever. It goes down the list. Above that are the ones that have recently opened, again, with owners' names, phone numbers, email addresses. And then there's a little column. So if you're going to do a mail, you can delete that column, but it gives you, if it's like a 2 or 3 story, if it has an open bar, if it's on the water, patio, play area, pet area, stuff like that. So you can get kind of a visual photo if it's 10,000 square feet, whatever it is. So if it's a small place, we put a small place. So
Sorry. Oh, no, I already did it.
Anybody?
Yeah, no problem. It's okay.
Anybody that sample report, email me and I'll send it to you. Won't have the email addresses, but everything else. TERRI@trnu.com. Thanks. Larry, welcome.
Thank you.
You look like somebody here.
Really, who? Oh, somebody.
Your brother.
Got it. I got it. Well, hello, everybody. Sorry to interrupt in the middle of the meeting.
You came at perfect timing. You're tell us who you are, what you do, where you're located, and how we can reach you.
Well, I'm Larry Appell, and I'm out of Scottsdale, Arizona, and I am in my dotage. I am a franchisee and travel advisor with Cruise Planners, and we create individual trips for individuals, and we create trips for groups. So in the case of servicing the restaurant industry, where opportunities may arise for group incentive travel or reward travel, is what we have done a bit of, and would like to do some more of. But I'm visiting in Florida to see Howie and Terry, and thought I would jump on to say hello while I have my oatmeal.
Hey.
We're very happy.
How can we reach you?
You can reach me at my cell. My best way to reach me is my cell, which is 818-219-4993. My email address may be a bit harder to transmit verbally, but it's larry.appell@cruiseplanners.com.
Well, that's easy.
And if you can't reach him there, just take your local bagel shops.
I'll be there.
That was Michael Jackson, 1985.
We have several people who are not here today, and I'm going to do their intros for them only because Jeremy's here for the first time, and the person that recommended him is not here. So I want to do their intros so that he understands what we are. And so the first person was Steve Whitehill, who I'm going to put you on mute, Larry.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to put you on mute.
Right.
Okay. Go with it.
The first Steve Whitehill that showed up earlier, he was on the cruise. He is a business broker. He's located in South Florida, and he has an extensive background in general contracting and accounting, and he's very well versed in business brokerage. So that's Steve Whitehill. Next one is Ed Gorton. Ed Gorton is in Orange Park, Florida, and he is a distributor for equipment for the ice cream and gelato making industry. He's a distributor for Carpigiani ice cream machines. And again, he is in Orange Park and services, I think, down through Orlando.
Okay.
Joe Leach is one of our new members. He is the representative from Restaurant City, which is a restaurant equipment dealer in South Florida. And of course, Brian Josselson, he is a finance company. He does restaurant equipment leasing.
Yeah.
And so that rounds out the people that aren't here. I am Howard Appell. As I said before, I'm the founder and publisher of today's Restaurant News, and we offer advertising in our newspaper, which is online. We offer email blast marketing, video e-blast marketing, and Terry's Restaurant Leads Report, and we host a couple of meetings on Friday morning. So, Jeremy, if there's anything that you would like to add to your intro or change, feel free to do it now.
Yeah, George reminded me with that class action lawsuit. So mine's not a lawsuit kind of thing, but the FICA tip tax credit I mentioned earlier that we do for our clients at no cost. If they have never claimed it, and you wouldn't believe the amount of restaurants that say, "What is that?" They have no clue they're entitled to that tax credit. We can backdate up to 3 years. We have a 10% finder's fee because that's prior to being a client with us. But if a restaurant becomes a client with us, we do it for free from the start date forward. But they want us to look back 3 years. We just take 10% of what we find. If we find nothing, we get nothing. So we only get paid if we find you a bunch of money that you can amend your taxes and go get that money back.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Welcome aboard, and we'll
Thank
see
you. Appreciate the invite and everyone welcoming me. Thank you.
I wanted to, we have a couple of minutes.
You should tell Larry that he'd be interested in this, that Steve Whitehill called us this morning from Cambodia.
Yeah, on a cruise.
World traveler. I thought you would appreciate that.
George, do you want to amend anything you said before or add to it?
Oh, as far as the tax, mean the settlement.
Yeah. Is there any other?
No, I mean it's pretty much cut and dried. Again, it's basically the business owner's money that they were overcharged. In order to get it, you got to file a claim, and it's a one-pager, real simple. So I'm trying to get the word out to as many people as possible. In fact, I just signed up the Winterfest Boat Parade yesterday. I got the Broward Chamber of Commerce involved. Anybody who's connected with a Chamber of Commerce, they should be promoting this to their members as a public service. I mean, it's a shame that there's no way to get the word out to people in a good fashion.
George, did you get the FLRA?
Pardon me?
Did you get the FLRA in Tallahassee?
No.
That.
No, as a matter of fact, government agencies are eligible also. Anything, as long as it's not the federal government.
Right.
Nonprofits, basically, schools. I guess schools are state-run, police stations, local agencies and organizations. They all take credit cards. So, 18 million eligible claimants are out there.
I'm a member of the FRLA here in Jacksonville. So I'll get with the director here and ask her if she'd be willing to blast that out, and I'll let her know that it came from you guys. And
yeah, just basically there's Howard has a nice little JPEG and just have the link on it, and people can just click it on and sign up. It's that simple.
Yeah, I'll send everything out after the meeting. I wanted to ask a question to the group, and we have an expert here. Haji's an expert in AI. I wanted to, the question that I have is, what do you see the impact of AI on the restaurant industry in the near future? And your company's already started doing that with the services that you provide. So do you see it going further quickly?
Well, oftentimes when people talk about AI, it seems as though they're referring to something that's like 10 years away or 5 years away. Is actually here now and it's being used. AI really just has to do with using artificial intelligence, whatever you're doing now, so you can double the speed and do it faster and save more time and have the ability to do more with less. Let me give you an example. One of the things that the AI review does, especially within the restaurant industry, it makes it easy for someone to tap on the card, and that's like 5% of the job. All you got to do as a restaurateur is to have someone to tap the card, say, "Hey, leave me a review." Just leave me a feedback. And feedback is great for visibility on Google. So once they tap it, the AI does the rest. Imagine in that case when we're talking review card, you tap the card and the AI actually, what was your experience? Was it thumbs up or thumbs down? And when you say thumbs down, it takes you to a page automatically where you leave a feedback that is internal to the business that does not go public. But if you say thumbs up, it reroutes you to another place where you leave a public comment, and then the AI will respond because you're too busy to do it, respond just like you, or even better, using a Google friendly response, and then take your 5 stars and then post it on Google. Think about that simple application of AI into your business. Now, that's something that a whole nother staff could have been doing, but now you have AI doing it. And we're using that in our business. And I actually did a competition in the business where I incentivize people who are working to just ask customers for reviews. Within 2 weeks, we got 200 reviews, and that was responsible for 20% uptick in business. Case number two, the AI voice. I can tell you guys so many funny stories right now about the AI voice. Literally, receptionist picking up the phone call after it rings 4 times and no one picks up. So just like I said before, about 60% of inbound calls go to waste. So if you're in a situation where you're taking a lot of inbound calls and your voice message system is flooded with messages you're not responding to, you can use the AI voice because every single time it would take the phone call and do what you told it to do. For example, with us, it does not have the capability to take your order right now. But what it does is that it will upsell the food and it sends you a link for you to place your order online and it goes directly to the kitchen. So using AI in those 2 ways where there's missed calls, but then you still get a link to place your order, bring back all of that money that you would have otherwise lost. And the same thing with the reviews. So when you think of AI, think about what you're doing now and how can you automate that to do less with more and make more money. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
It does, but I have a question. So those
Mhm.
reviews that go back to the company and they don't go online, what happens then?
Well,
Does he get a chance to resolve that with the customer? Or because if that's an honest review, you know what I'm saying? Then the people that are Googling that place are not getting actual honest reviews. That could be a real problem.
well, Terry, so here's what we do with that situation. When someone tap the card and it brings into this phone and say, "How was your experience with us?"
Mm-hmm.
And they say if they ask them how was their experience, they say good or bad. If one of the things it says, which is the disclaimer, it says give us an opportunity to make it up to you for wherever we fell short. But
Oh,
if you but if you still want to go public and go to Google, here's the link right here.
Okay, great.
That's how you get around Google, so that they give you that internal feedback, and someone's like, yo, the pizza was burnt. But then they send it to you directly. So you get that instant feedback, and their phone number is right there. You can call them and make it up to them and say, hey, now that we made it up, can you go back to Google, and leave a fair review? So all you're doing, that you're giving them an opportunity to talk to you so you can fix the problem. It's kind of like you have a manager on site and
Perfect.
someone had a bad experience. And you say, hey, before you go present, talk to the manager really quickly. Let them go and fix the problem. Right.
You.
Well, here's a question for you. I don't know whether this is happening yet or not, because I'm not in the field like you are. But for a while, all we heard about was robotics, with servers and robots bringing food to the table. Are robots being incorporated with AI so they can actually do the job of a server? Can they take orders?
My thing with robotics is in the aspect of artificial intelligence. That's called AGI, General Artificial Intelligence, which is training the robots to actually do actual human job. But here's my belief, though. I really think, based on what's happening with the industry, we are really, really far away from robotic really serving your food and really giving you the same experience as a human being. What I usually tell my clients is that, why don't we start by just accepting the fact that artificial intelligence is just going to augment an experience that you're already having, and just take those small little things that you want to automate and put into your business, because the whole aspect of robotic and that coming, because you can make a point that it's already being here. People, as a matter of fact, while I was at the restaurant, while I was at the event, in Florida, there were pizza machines that were self-serve. You literally go to the pizza machine, and then you tell the machine what you want, and you stick in your credit card, and it gives you a pepperoni pizza. I don't think that's any different from artificial intelligence. And again, there are different kinds of artificial intelligence. There's narrow artificial intelligence. Um, there's generative AI. It's kind of like like a car. There are different kinds of cars, and they do different things. I think robotic in the restaurant industry, as far as servers, is still a long way. But as far as automating buying pizza using vending machines and using their phone line to answer questions, um, and have your FAQ and all of that answer, that's actually happening right now. And I usually tell people, take advantage of what's happening now so you can make more money in your business.
Right. Larry, you want something? I got you on mute. We can't hear you. You got to take yourself off mute.
And I'll tell you something really, really strange that happened.
Wait,
I
hold on.
use
a
I
sec.
used ChatGPT
Good.
recently. I used ChatGPT.
Hold on one.
Okay.
Howard, take
Larry,
it.
Larry, you can press the space bar to unmute yourself, and just press and hold the space bar. Not working, huh?
Howard, take him off.
I can't.
Just click on the button and he'll be off.
Yeah, click on.
How's that?
Here, there you go.
Hey.
Anyway, that was a really interesting discussion about the AI. I just wanted to point out I've only personally experienced it in the restaurant. I was in Amsterdam in this year, and we were in an Asian restaurant, one of these really large places, and the food was being brought to us by an automated by a robot. And so, and this robot was going around the restaurant and stopping where it needed to stop, and then somebody would come and take it off of the robot and bring it to the table. So that's the only experience I've seen actually doing that robotic experience. And it was neither positive or negative in terms of my satisfaction. It was jarring because I had never seen it before. But I don't know how that works as an efficiency tool, whether that saves any money or whether there's any value add to the consumer in doing it. But it was our first and only experience so far.
Larry, that you're actually making a great point. And restaurants will have to determine whether they add value and it saves time and all of that. And that's something that needs to be worked out. But one of the places that artificial intelligence, not robotic, generative AI, is actually adding value with me. Just last week, I took all my receipts and uploaded it to ChatGPT and literally just prompt using natural language. What was my top seller this week? And where am I making the most money? And then ChatGPT, just based on the data that I uploaded, it gave me all of these informations for free that I would have sat there for hours looking at spreadsheet trying to figure out.
Right.
Those are some of the ways you can implement, artificial intelligence in business, save more time, use your data. That's one of the things we don't do. We don't use the data as much to inform us as to what's, as to what's selling, what's not, where we can double down. Oftentimes we use very expensive software, but for businesses who want to save money, upload all your information in ChatGPT and just ask the model questions like you're talking to me. You'll be surprised what you get back.
Wow.
That's terrific. That's terrific. Yeah, that's great.
Well, when I start to do that, I'm calling you.
Hey, I'll be on speed dial.
Hey, listen, I got a scary story to share. My daughter-in-law is the #1 weather girl in Indianapolis, and she
No,
works
I'm
for
gonna
Wish
get the
TV.
steel cut oatmeal.
Oh, same thing.
Yeah, yeah, and do you have almond milk?
I'll check up front.
Okay. All right, almond doesn't matter.
Uh,
There you go,
oh,
George,
anyway, can I talk or no?
please.
Who was that?
Oh,
That
no, I
was
was saying my daughter-in-law is the #1 weather girl in Indianapolis. She works for a TV station that's owned by a corporation. They own 50 TV stations. 2 weeks ago, I went to visit her, and they fired 50 marketing people and replaced them with 5 AI-generated experts for marketing. So 50 TV stations are now going to be only handling their marketing with 5 people versus 50 people. So that's pretty scary.
a
Well,
lawsuit.
I can promise you one thing. AI is not going to replace me and Terry.
Thank
You're absolutely
We're
right.
still
Hey,
going to
Howard, they're going to replace you with an avatar.
yeah, right.
I
Uh,
got ours.
does anybody else have any comments on this subject? If not, we're going to call it into the meeting. I thank you all for coming. Jeremy, great to see you. Hope you come
Thank
back
you.
next week when everybody's here. George, thanks for coming. Larry, we'll see you later. And Haji, I'll talk to you during the week. So
Larry, 11?
have a great week, everybody, and
Bye. Thank you.
let the sauce be with you.
It is.